everyone, and welcome to the demo. So during this demonstration, we're going to build a single view of a business entity, in this case customer, and enrich it with real-time data from other sources. And then we'll look at how we can consume that view through different means, like reporting tool or web service. The data sources we will be connecting to will connect to a CRM for customer data. We'll connect to a Semarchy MDM to get that golden record of our customer. We'll also look at a web service to get credit ratings, and then Salesforce, which will give us our most current leads that might have been added by marketing. We will take two approaches to building the view during the demonstration. First, we're going to use only data virtualization to create a virtual MDM. So we will combine data from the CRM system to create a single view of the customer, and then enrich that data with information from Salesforce and a web service. Secondly, we will integrate with an existing external MDM system, and then extend that golden record of customers from that MDM system, Semarchy, with real-time data from Salesforce and the web service. Okay, let's move right on to the demo. So what you're looking at right now is our administration tool. This is the tool that the developers will use to build entities, and it works and looks like any other relational database tool. So if you're familiar with relational databases or SQL developer, you could pick up development in this tool quite quickly. On the left-hand side, this is our elements tree, and this is where we're going to see the different entities that we've connected to and created in our virtual layer. Notice that we already have an existing connection to the CRM, and we've created views over all the different CRM entities and tables representing our customer information. We also have a connection out to Salesforce data to get lead information, and then also a credit rating web service. We're going to use these entities to build the single view of our customer. For time purposes, I've already created a segment of our single view. So let's just take a look at that, and then we'll build off of it. So here we see a view of all the stores that our customers own. If we execute it, we can see that it returns a store location for each store owned by the customer. By examining the tree of the view, we can see that the view is constructed from several CRM tables. So now what we need to do is, now we have all the stores that our customers own. We're going to join that with other CRM information about our customer, including general customer information and customer type. To do this, we're going to right-click on customer store and create a new entity, in this case a join entity. And we'll bring in information from our CRM about customer and customer type. And then using our tool, we can just simply drag and drop the relation. So customer code matches the customer code, and let's see, company type, customer type code matches customer type code here. The other tabs that we have up in the top of our tool just allow us to do additional SQL operations. We're going to use a group by operation to group the data by customer, so we only return one row per customer. We're going to use this group by. And let's return information about the customer code, the name of their company, and the type of company they are. If we come to our output tab, we can see what's going to be projected in this entity that we're creating. We're going to create a new field that also will return the number of stores per customer, so we can bring that information from that branch that we built. Count number of sites that the customer has, and we can call this number of stores. Click OK. We've created the projection that we want our view of customer to have, and we can call this simply customer. Save it. Now when we execute it, we'll return information that represents our customer. So we've created a single view of our customers. Now, the benefits of creating a single view are, first of all, that we're centralizing access to our customers. So we're ensuring that our users are always seeing the same data about our customers. They're always seeing this data here. So rather than having our users access the CRM themselves and forming their own view, they're forcing everyone to use the same. Also, if your data isn't all stored in the CRM but coming from multiple sources, then the single view can consolidate the information for your users, which we're going to see in a little bit. And we're also going to see in just a little bit how you can transform and clean the data in real time if you'd like. For instance, you can join this against a view over a Google geocoder to get a normalized address. You could create a new flag field that indicates how valid the tuple is. So you can create a check to see how many digits the phone number has, and if it has too many or too few digits, you can create a flag that maybe that this record isn't as valid. You can also implement fuzzy matching logic. So we're going to take a look into a little bit of this right now, and we're going to enrich this customer view with data from our Salesforce and our credit rating web service. So again, we're going to go here to customer, and we're going to create a new join view over customer. And we're going to bring in our Salesforce data, which will return all the leads from marketing that might not be in the CRM. And then we're also going to bring in information from our credit rating web service right here. And then we can just create the joins between them. So company name matches company name here. We can use now, instead of just using an equal signs in this join, we can change it to use a similarities operator. So in a sense, using fuzzy logic to get rid of any uncertainty. For instance, maybe your marketing team has included in the company name an ink or used different punctuation. So by using the similarity operation, we do the fuzzy matching and make sure we're matching the data. And then also let us connect company name here to the retailer name that's returned in our web service. You can check out the join conditions here to make sure that what we like. In our output tab, we can change what's projected. So we don't need all the information coming from Salesforce or for our web service. We're joining this information in to return the company code, the customer's name, the type of name, and then let's keep the lead information coming from Salesforce. So if we can find that, lead source. And we can keep the credit rating information coming from the web service. We'll call this customer extended. Remove the fields that we don't need, and click save. And we've created customer service. And then if we go and we execute it, we can just do an execution as is. We execute it, it's going out, doing the fuzzy matching, and it's going to return the data. Give it a moment so we can get the data returned. Okay, so now while having a single view of the customer is powerful, sometimes you might need to, you have an external MDM system that you want to include because that MDM system handles more heavy transformation, so more heavy cleansing. It can handle deduplication, stewardship. So we can do another use case where we connect out to the MDM system, grab the golden record of your data, and then enrich it with additional sources. In this case, we have a Semarchy application right here. We come into the demo of Semarchy application. We can see that we can come to our customer view and view the golden records. We can see that we have an image of or a record, a golden record for each one of our customers. Included in this golden record is a trusted revenue field that we're going to bring into our view. So if we come back to the administration tool, we've already created a connection out to the Semarchy MDM, and we've created views over the golden records that we have of customer, also cost centers and contacts. So now we can take this golden record and combine it with our lead information from Salesforce and our credit ratings from more services to build a golden profile of customer. So we'll take our golden customer record and say create a new join, and then bring in Salesforce again and also the credit rating web service. Again, create the joins. So we will come to customer name and join that with company here. Once more, I'm going to do fuzzy matching in case there's any naming differences. And then also company name with retailer name right here. Now, if we actually look at our golden record of customer and we execute it, we'll see that the customer name coming from Semarchy is in all uppercase. And that's not the same as the name that exists in our web service. So to handle that, not only can we do a fuzzy join with Salesforce, but we can use functions to help sort of clean and transform the data to do these joins. So we're going to use an upper function over our credit rating name in this join. So here we have our two joins. And then the last step is just to clean up our output to show the, just project exactly what our users need to see in the golden profile. So we don't need all of the branch information that comes from Semarchy. We just want to keep the ID and the name and the revenue information from our MDM, the lead information from our Salesforce. So again, we need to find out the lead source. And the credit rating information from our web service. Remove the rest of the fields. We'll call this, just to name it differently than our other view, golden record customer extended. We save it. And now we can go ahead and execute it. And because Denodo is a full SQL engine, we don't have to do a select all. We could use like lead source information. For instance, we can say we want information just from our customers that are retrieved through phone inquiries. We could say lead source equals phone inquiry, and we can get that information back. So this is we've created a single view of our customer. We've created a golden profile. And now you can open it up for your users to access it. And they can access this model in different ways. For example, they can create a report over this model that they made. So Denodo provides its own JDBC and ODBC drivers, and they can be used to execute SQL queries on top of the view. As an example, I have a Tableau report that has been created. This user is connecting from Tableau to Denodo through an ODBC VSN. So this user is John Smith connecting onto it. And he's created a report between the customers and their customer stores. So they get a view of all the customers and the stores that belong to them. The one thing I should like to point out here is that because Denodo is a full SQL engine, they can do more than just selects, but any type of query. So here's an example of them doing a join to create a report, but they can also use analytical functions, subqueries, and group by. Another way that this model can be consumed is through a web service. So any entity that you create in Denodo can be easily published as a web service and then deployed. For instance, if we take our customer view right here, and we can say new data service, and then we can publish it as a SOAP web service, REST web service, or we can even make a widget. But let's say a REST web service, and then we can also bring in other views that we've created. So we can bring in information about the stores and the orders. Not to get into too much detail, we have different settings about the different representations that we'll see a little bit. But we create the web service, we save it. We can then quickly deploy it on the web container that comes with Denodo. So we'll click deploy. And then we can go out and see the view. So we can see all of our different customers' returns as well. We can see their stores. And then if you create, even in the virtual layer, associations between these models and stores, you can use them to navigate through them. For instance, we can see all the orders that have been made to this particular store. So the benefit of this quick publishing is just abstracting another access method. With just a couple clicks, we can see that the same view was used to create a report or feed into a service or a SOAP request. So you're having your users, you've consolidated your customer information into a single view, and you're having your users all access that view for no matter what type of consumption they need. So to conclude, we've seen how simple it is to construct a single view of a business entity, in this case customers, and enrich it with real-time data. And then we've been able to use that model across consuming applications such as reporting tools or web services. And that's it for the demo, and thanks for watching.